What is going on, everyone? Guess what? It's the end of the week. Geez, this week just flew by with so much crazy stuff going on, let's be honest. Today, on the show, I am going to get back to normalcy. And today we have some very positive, exciting things to talk about. For example, we got to figure out what's the next DSP tries it because we're 63 goals into 70 and we don't even know yet, right? Also, a couple nights ago, we completed my last Lego build. Well, actually, it was my first Lego build. And what we need to do is try to figure out what kind of Lego build we'd like to do next. And of course, we're going to talk about the schedule. I actually think there's new releases next week, but I've been so discombobulated recently, we got to get back on track. All right. So today, on the week-ending episode of the show, we will relax, chill, plan, and have a good time. All this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Get ready for some meaningful content, because the king is back, the king of the live stream, the king is back. Woo!
Alrighty, everyone. Sorry, I was filling up my drink. Good morning and welcome to the show. How is everyone? It is Friday the 14th of March 2025, a week-ending podcast today, and it's time to get back on track, reassess where we are, figure out things like the schedule. I know it's been very chaotic around here recently, but today we get back to some normalcy, which is great, okay? And I welcome you all to the show, both on YouTube and on Kick. We're going to recap what went down yesterday for some fun and to talk about the results of last night. Holy crap, I couldn't be more pleased with how things went last night. And a couple other updates. All right, first off, let's start off talking about these stupid technical issues I'm still having. Can you believe we are in the middle of March, 2.5 months into the new year, and I'm still having technical issues with my new, setup. And if anything, it just goes to show that when you have a consistently working setup, even if it's outdated, even if it's like laughably dusty, dirty, whatever, if it's reliable, it leads to more consistency and less chaos. That PC that I had for over 10 years, day in, day out, when I turned that sucker on, it worked. There was a few bumps in the road. Near the end there, we were having some microphone issues and we were having some video corruption issues. But, man, it's annoying now that I have a brand new PC, right? We're using it for high-quality video, high-quality streaming, multiple camera shots, right? Being able to do so many more things with the technology than ever before, but it's also led to way more issues. And I think that's just kind of a necessary evil to having a better setup with more tech involved. I actually have 2 key lights, which is why now I look better on camera every day. I don't know if you guys noticed. I was just using that one key light for many months, and I looked like this. And everyone said, Phil doesn't even know how to use lights. So I got this other key light for the face cam, and I realized the show looks better with 2 key lights, right? So I'm just going to leave them on from now on. And so these cameras are still a pain in my neck. What I mean by that is it's not even consistent which camera malfunctions. Sometimes this one just turns off in the middle of the show. Sometimes this one just turns off in the middle of the show. Sometimes if I unplug and replug, they'll work. Sometimes if I unplug and replug, they'll turn off again. It doesn't matter what USB port I put it in, if it's the motherboard connected port, the front ports, the actual USB hub that's powered independently from the PC, it just keeps happening. All right? And I don't know how to fix it, but last night during Smart Guys, everything worked flawlessly. And I was trying to think, what was I doing different? what was different last night from the previous streams where we were having the issues? And I think I may have figured it out, but probably not. But I had the third-party software that comes with these cameras opened. Why? Because during Smart Guys, I like to use an alternate camera angle that I've already programmed into that software, okay? And that camera angle allows us to look at the keyboard area so that we could do the unpacking of the Topps collector cards during Smart Guys. So I have the software open to cut angles, right? And I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. All night, I didn't have an issue. And I had the third-party software open. Could it be that if I have the third-party software open, it stops that issue? So I'm going to try this from now on. I'm actually going to leave this third-party software open while I'm streaming, and hopefully this is going to solve the issue. If it doesn't, then on to the next attempt at something, right? I'm just trying to figure stuff out. Maybe it's it, maybe it's not. All right, and I apologize today if the camera turns off during the show. Obviously, that sucks. There's nothing I can do about it. We'll just unplug and replug and carry on, right? I'm not going to sit here and gnash my teeth and wail like a baby about it. I'm just going to say, well, push forward positively, which is my mantra, right? Okay. Now, outside of that, let's start talking about how everything has gone down recently. Yesterday, there was a big question mark about last night's episode of Smart Guys, which is my pro wrestling commentary show that I do over on my DSP Reacts channel and also on my Kick channel. Why was there a big question about how it was going to go? Because for the first time in over 2 months, episode 9 was solo, meaning it was Smart Guy, only me, doing the actual commentary. And to be honest, all right, it felt refreshing. Why? Because there wasn't an incredibly loud, blubbering person going off on tangents, screaming at the top of their lungs, begging people constantly for contributions, and basically derailing the entire show with drama. Instead, we focused on wrestling. And guess what happened? Not only did we cover both SmackDown and Raw, but we actually looked at all these cards that we unpacked. I learned stuff about the wrestlers on the cards because people were telling me all about them. We actually had conversation. We went back and forth. And I was like, whoa, this feels good. This feels better than me having this commentary with this other guy. Instead, it's us having the conversation, and it felt like an interactive show, which is what I like to do. And the thing is, I get it that the show started as a back and forth, co-commentary, but I have steered a ship solo for over 10 years. All the content that I've ever made since I've been out here in Washington State, which I moved to in 2014, has been me doing it all. So I'm used to this. In fact, I'm much better at this now than I was way back then when I think that show worked, Smart Guys, the original, because it was a co-op commentary show. Now I'm just used to doing this kind of stuff, okay? So, yeah, it basically went really well, okay? And views were good. Engagement was good. The content was good because we covered all of the wrestling, okay? And if you can believe it, I actually had more support on that show than I have ever had on another episode of Smart Guys since we brought the show back. Now, before you say, well, that doesn't make sense, because if you look at the previous shows, there was one show where you made over $600, and there was one show where you made over $500. How could that have been the best show? You forget something. The old show was split 50-50 with my former co-host, PPP. He was getting half, I was getting half. But guess who was eating all the taxes on that? Me. So basically, I was making less on those previous shows and all of that. Now, I'm keeping it all. And yes, I still have to pay taxes on it. But that show last night, run just by me, over $300 of support, was the most profitable of any Smart Guys that I've done up to this point. And guess what? It looked better. It sounded better. It was on time. All those things that I can't really control when there's outside factors. Okay? To be honest, yeah, there was a lot of issues with mics and stuff that I had nothing to do with. I knew how to run my ship, but there was a lot of technical issues that were not on my side. All right? So now, the show ran pretty well. The overwhelming feedback I've gotten was, it was great. Please keep the show going through WrestleMania. That's the overwhelming feedback that I got last night. All right. So I'm going to do that. Smart Guys will continue through WrestleMania. Now, after WrestleMania, we're going to kind of reassess and say, is this something that I want to keep doing? Is it working? Because the thing is, it's called diminishing returns, right? This week was amazing because it was the first solo show and everyone was going crazy to see if I could do it for myself and what would happen. But moving forward, likely what's going to happen is the drama viewers will be gone and it's going to be focused more on my fans and wrestling fans, right? I still think that'll be a good crowd, but will that be a good amount of people to watch, engage, and support, or are we going to see a giant dip every single week? It remains to be seen. Let's see what happens over the next several weeks. It'll be more exciting for wrestling because this is the build-up to WrestleMania. Every week they're in a European country doing an international show at a big arena, giant feel, and all these epic matches will be going down. So it very well could go, really well. Or at the same time, it might not. We'll have to see. Now, on the same time that all of that is going on, okay, we've also got people contacting me to be a co-host on the show. Now I've been contacted. It's ridiculous. Like 5 or 6 different people have contacted me. Now, admittedly, some of these people, I don't know who they are. And here's the thing. People who are contacting me, all right, and saying, hey, I want to be a part of the show. Thank you for that. But you got to understand that I'm essentially looking to people who I know, who I can trust, or who have a track record of content on the internet that I can look at and say, okay, this is really how they're going to behave. This is the kind of content they can put out. Now, this show, I'm going to put you on my show and it's your audition show and you just completely blow it, right? So essentially what I'm going to do is start talking to people. I just like a couple people I messaged back last night and I went to sleep. All right. So I haven't looked. I keep telling you guys, I'm not really like checking my DMs constantly because I'm busy. But I will be in contact with several different people over the course of likely this weekend into next week. And I'm going to see if I can make it work or what could happen. Very well, leading up to WrestleMania, we may have a couple shows where we have some people as a co-host, as a test run to see how they do. All right. Now, I'm not promising that because I very well might start talking to some people and be like, oh, shit, I don't think so. Right. I don't know. It is my show. It's my baby. I brought it back after a decade of being retired. I'm really enjoying doing it. I don't want to run it into the ground now for the sake of this, who's going to be the co-host and stuff like that. All right. I'm not going to guarantee anything. At the same time, I want you to understand something. This is all not scripted. This is all happening in real time. It's real stuff. It's not, Phil planned this all along and it's some evil plan to now get attention on his show and stuff. It's not. It's real life stuff. It's drama nonsense, I know, but we're going to move forward positively either way. All right. So no matter what, Smart Guys will continue through WrestleMania, and then we'll see after WrestleMania, should I keep doing it or not? Okay. There may or may not be some guest hosts coming on in a few episodes to see how it goes. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if it's going to be next week. Why? I'm going to be pretty busy this coming week, not only with normal work, but actually working on my taxes and stuff like that. I'm going to be like slammed. So I don't even going to have like as much time as I usually have to work on stuff. I'm going to have even less. So we'll see what happens. All right. And I'll keep you guys in the loop once we start getting stuff going. If you're someone who's messaged me, because there's a bunch of people who've messaged me, and you're like, oh, Phil's not messaging me back. It's because I'm busy. I'm slammed. I swear I'll get to you. Some people I did initially respond to last night, and I know I haven't checked my DMs again since, so I don't know if they responded back or not. I'll do my best, okay? I will. Fair enough? All right. So Smart Guys kicked ass last night. It did. We had great views, great engagement, great support. We opened 3 packs of cards. We hit 2 goals towards our big goals running. That's why we're at 63 right there out of 70, which was amazing, obviously. And by the end of the night, we only had 1 pack of Topps cards left. So last night, I ran to the internet trying to find more cards because I wanted to order another box for next week's show. Guys, it's getting hard. Like, these cards are in massive demand. You can't buy them from any store at all. I can't even get them from the same place that I got them last time. So whatever it is with these cards, people love them. I don't get it, but people are going crazy for these cards. And excuse me, I did manage to finally find and order another box. And if everything is as they're promising, I should have the box for next week. So we'll see if it actually comes. We'll see, what happens with that. Hopefully it does actually show up. And, I hope, fingers crossed, that it all works out well. All right, let's see. Hopefully it shows up for next week's show. So when will Smart Guys be next week? Thursday night. And people might be like, wait, what? Thursday? You were always doing it on Tuesday. True. But at this point now, I need to take some time, like I said, to do all their stuff anyway. So we're going to do it Thursday night of next week. Will it always remain Thursday night? I don't know. But it will be Thursday night of next week, which would be what? The 20th? That's going to be Smart Guys next week, Thursday night the 20th. Okay? All right. Good stuff. Now, outside of that, everything else went well yesterday. The Suikoden stream went well. And, the content went fine. As you know, I'm not a drama dude. I don't give a shit about it. All these morons who are out there always constantly talking junk about me. And then there's more to add to the pile, more people with zero originality and zero to add to the world. And they just keep doing it. So I ignore it, and I'm not going to address any of it. All right? I don't care what anyone says about me. I don't care what nonsense they bring up. I've been there, done that. It's the old shtick, and I just, whatever. I'm doing my own thing on my channel. I hope you guys will hang out with me and have a good time. I am so far above their bullshit nonsense, I don't have to address it or waste any time with it. Okay? Cool. So, what we need to do is start talking about upcoming rewards for goals hit and also the Lego build. Because yesterday, let's look at the Lego first. This is so cool, all right? So this is the completed succulent plant Lego build. After having worked on it for 3 weeks, look how cool it looks. I mean, it's pretty damned awesome. How complex and crazy Lego has become with what you can do with them. Like, does it even look like Legos? No. It looks nothing like Legos, does it? Here, we'll even do a better shot over here. This looks nothing like Lego at all. It's pretty crazy. So, you know what? This gives me confidence that doing future Lego builds is going to be awesome because, number one, we had a great time doing it, right? We interacted, we hung out, we treated it as chill nights. We were in no rush. We took our time and had a great time with it because it was interactive and fun while also doing kind of a thing that now can easily become part of my set for the coming weeks. And honestly, that was always the idea, is that we'll build something that then can be a part of the set. Okay, so that's cool. All right, so thank you to those who attended those streams, supported them. Because we completed the Lego build, we need another one. I committed. I said, if we do great streams, I'll get another one and I'll actually invest. All right, so what we need to start talking about, like, what should I do for the next Lego build? All right, I already got a great suggestion from someone. I want to run it by you guys and see what you think. All right, so one great suggestion that I got was, let's see if this actually works. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It looks like it is working, so that's cool. Let's just do, there we go. Just quick, do that quick. Lego Piranha Plant. Okay? And yes, there's others because this is Little Shop of Horrors, Audrey too, but this is the Lego Piranha Plant. Okay? And I wanted to see, so it's 540 pieces. So it's actually not as big or complicated as this succulent build. The succulent build was 771 pieces. This is 540, so it's a little less. Okay? But it is just one thing. It's not 3 sets of plants that we're building individually. It's one thing. And it's cool, obviously, because it's branded to Mario. Okay? I don't know why it's... Get out of there. Stop zooming in. As you can see, it's about $50. That's fine. Like, seriously, I know it's expensive. James just said, holy shit, Lego is expensive. Yes, it is. Like, no lie. This plant likely, since it's only 550 pieces, will not be as big as this succulent one, right? But this could look like something pretty cool for the background. Okay? So it's just an example, and I think it's a good suggestion. Okay? That's right. Jade had said, is there a Lego Venom? I don't even know. Let's see. Lego Venom. Ooh, there's a Lego Venom head. Oh, it's a mask? It's an actual mask. It's very expensive. As you can see, it's $130. Oh, here's a Lego Venom. Fully articulated figure. $70. Dang. They're expensive. Holy shit. Lego Marvel Spider-Man Daily Bugle, $335. Oh, boy. Okay, then. Lego War Machine. They have everything. They have all the Marvel stuff. Yeah, they do. Marvel Lego Venomized Groot. A Venomized Groot. When did that happen? Exactly. Big Papa Phil says, oh, Legos are for the 1% now. I guess. Oh, my God. Well, it's not Lego, but there's a Chucky building block set. Look at that. Oh, yeah? Darkside Dabbing says this is what he has. He says it's absolutely amazing. It's huge. Oh, it's gigantic. Look, because those are the regular Lego figures, and Lego figures are what, like that big? So you're talking, this thing's got to be huge. Damn, there's Dr. Octopus hanging off of it. Yeah, it comes with a bunch of figures. Look, it's got Green Goblin, Spider-Man, Mysterio, Black Cat. It's got a ridiculous amount of figures. Why is Spider Pig in it? Spider Pig. Anyway, all right, so I would say, I mean, I actually do like the Venom mask, but it is so expensive. $130. Oh, that's what it looks like? That's what it looks like. It's small. It's small. I thought it was like a big bust. It's really small. It's only gonna be like this for $130? I don't know, man. That seems overpriced to me, does it not? $130? Huh. This is like a figure. It looks like an action figure. I mean, is it actually an action figure? I think it is. How big is it? It's an action figure. It's not, it's like that big. Wow. Well, I would say the piranha plant is a viable option. Are they gonna? Oh, it's actually not that small. The piranha plant is pretty good. It probably would fit right next to me, like where it would probably be like up to here. The piranha plant. So that would be nice for the background. Okay. Yeah. All right. Does anyone else have a suggestion? The Millennium Falcon. I've heard the Millennium Falcon's like the most expensive Lego. Let's look. Oh, here it is. They have it. Ready? Here it is. Lego Millennium Falcon. $849. What the? What's going on in that one? C3PO's like, I say, what's going on in there? I hear a loud smooching sound. And he opens the door. Oh! They're being chased by a Wampa Bat or something. Look at this. I mean, it's really cool, but it's so expensive. And they have it. It's in stock. It's in stock. It is so expensive, dude. Wow. Yeah, I mean, something like this would be like, okay, I would consider, I'll be honest, I would consider something like this, but this has to be like the end game. This has to be like, we've done a year of Legos and they've all been greatly successful and everyone's loving it. And I said, let's just do like a year-ending explosion. Let's do the Millennium Falcon, right? The craziest, expensivest Lego you've ever seen. It's like the cost of a PC, right? Then I would consider doing it. There's no way we're going to be doing this right now. That's just insanity, but that's cool to look at. I mean, that looks awesome. What's funny is when you search for it, you get like stands. Look, buy the stand for it. Buy the acrylic stand for it. There's a million, there's other ones too that are lower end. This is the high end one. There's like low end ones too that are like $200. I kind of like the Star Destroyer. That's pretty cool. How big is it? Well, it's decent size, like this big. That's pretty cool, the Star Destroyer. And you get a bunch of figures with it. So, all right, some things to think about, right? What other suggestions do you guys have? Because again, I'm open to suggestions here when it comes to what you guys would like to see. Any other big ones? Fed Roger says if you end up spending 5 to 6 streams doing it, you'll get the money back. Well, Fed Roger, here's the deal. I don't think anyone wants to spend 2 months building one Lego, right? Even the succulent, which I did once a week for 3 weeks and finished it, people were like, it took too long, okay? Death Star, people are saying Death Star. They don't have it. Nope. When I search for Death Star, I get everything but. Oh, wait, are you talking about this one? Oh my God, it's even worse. You ready for this? This is insane. 1,000 pieces. Look at this thing. I want to stop with the stupid zoom. No, excuse me. 4,016 pieces. So to make this clear, the succulent was 771 pieces, okay? So this is 5 to 6 times the amount of pieces. A 4,000 piece Lego set. I mean, again, this is like the grand finale of Lego building, right? It's insanely wild. It has, look, crazy rooms in it. You know, I'm going to be honest, I don't like it. You want to know why I don't like it? Because it's open. Like the Death Star, you think of the Death Star as like a death planet, right? You don't think of the Death Star as, oh, a ball with a bunch of holes in it. So I don't really like this. Yeah, I really don't like that. Jurassic Park, someone just said Jurassic Park. What if I just say Jurassic? Because it's going to probably give me a bunch. Dinosaur Pawn Skull. Dinosaur Missions, Allosaurus Transport Truck. Is there like a big set or something? Or like a big dinosaur? They're all kind of small from what I'm seeing. Oh, here we go. Oh, but this isn't Lego. It's Liberty Imports. I do like this. Like a big-ass T-Rex. Look, I like that, but it's not Lego. So it probably won't have the quality of a true Lego set. How big is it? It says it's Lego compatible. So it's a knockoff. Yeah, it's a knockoff. Nothing too impressive, honestly. A 3-in-1 T-Rex toy. It's not like Jurassic Park, though. It's just kind of generic. Oh, look at this. This one becomes 3 different things, right? This one actually becomes 3 different dinosaurs. It's a Triceratops, a T-Rex, and a pterodactyl. So you can build it, break it down, and rebuild it as the other dinosaur 3 times. That's kind of cool. All right. I think we have some ideas now. What do you guys think? Anything stand out? I would say the Piranha Plant 100% is a good one. I would say this one is a pretty good one from what I can see. How many pieces is this? Does it say? 626. So that's about the same as the succulents. And that's also around the same as the piranha plant. How big is it? Does it say? Does it have a picture? Well, it's decent. That's decent. So it's like this big. Again, it would probably go in the background, right? Probably like right here. You just put it. Yeah. All right. So I would say this one. This is called Lego 3-in-1 Rex. Okay, so the Lego Creator 3-in-1 Rex is an option, and the Lego Piranha Plant is an option right now. I would say those are the top two right now. Yoshi? There is a Yoshi. Oh, do they have that Super Mario World one? Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'll say Lego Yoshi, and I'll say Lego Super Mario World. It's the first one that came out. Oh, wait, but... Oh, that's the LED set. Here it is. Oh, God, it's so expensive, but I want it. This is the real one I want, guys, but this is not one I think we're going to do anytime soon. I really want this one. It's Mario riding Yoshi from Super Mario World, and it has motion. There's a crank, and when you crank it, Mario moves and Yoshi moves like it's the sprite from the game. You know, this is like crazy cool to me. Like, this is what I want for my background. It's also large. It's supposed to be like really big. Yeah, see, it's big. So this would be like big, like this tall in my background, like up here. It would be like up to here, a big one for my background. I could crank and stuff. Like that would be dope, right? Right? Man, but it's expensive. As you can see, 121 bucks. All right. They made a Lego NES and Lego Atari. Oh, how many pieces is this? 1,215 pieces. This one would take a while to build. It's over 1,000 pieces. This would be a long project, probably several weeks. Okay. What if I just typed in Lego Yoshi? That's what they gave me. But are there other Yoshis? Well, I mean, these are very small and basic Yoshis. See that? Yeah. Wow, the display case for the Piranha Plant is more expensive than the Piranha Plant. That's pretty funny. What the frick is that supposed to be? Ugh. I'm being told they had like a Lego NES and stuff. Yeah, look, Lego. Oh, God, look how expensive they are. The Lego NES is 270 bucks. The Lego Atari is 240 bucks. Like, I would like this, but why on earth is it so expensive? It looks cool, but dude, why? Oh, I like the TV idea that it's a Lego NES and there's a virtual Mario Brothers in the TV. I like that. Dang, I like a lot of these now. I don't like this. I don't like this. Why are we looking at this? I like the $121 Super Mario one better than this. I like this though. Like, why are we looking at this price? Oh man, that looks cool. That could be the whole side of my background for a month. God damn it. What was the other one? Look at the frustration free option. What's that? I don't know. I don't understand. This is frustration free. Doesn't explain though. It doesn't explain the difference. I don't even understand why it's $100 more. Frustration free packaging? I don't know. The Pac-Man arcade machine? Look at this. Oh, $255. Yeah, it looks cool, man. It does look, that's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. Does it actually move? Does it have movement at all? Packed with retro features, a 4-way joystick, illuminating coin slot, adjustable game score display, and a mechanical maze that simulates the classic. How many pieces? Does it say how many pieces? Why don't I see that? I don't see, it doesn't seem to say, oh wait, it should say on the box. 10,323 no, 2,651 pieces. It's insane. That's a crazy build too. Over 2,000 pieces, right? It's huge. Wow, that would be my whole background for like a month. Oh, it even has, dude, it has Pac-Man and 2 ghosts that go on top of it too, that can be separated as its own Pac-Man build. Oh, why are you guys doing this to me? Why are you guys doing this to me? Because what's happening now is you're getting my old school juices flowing for like collecting and stuff. I don't have room for this shit. I don't. So you guys are killing me. Because now this looks awesome and I want it. Stop doing this to me. It does move. People are saying it actually does move. It has movement. Oh, it looks cool, man. All right, so I would say Piranha Plant, the dinosaur, right? It was the Lego Rex. This Pac-Man machine, the Super Mario World, these are all viable options. This is way expensive though. Jade wants me to look for Eevee. I bet they have every single Pokemon, don't they? I bet they do. That's kind of cool. Is this official? No, this is Mega Bloks, so they don't have a Lego. So Pokemon has the co-op with Mega Bloks. They don't have Lego, but I mean, Mega Bloks is a competitor to Lego. 1,366 piece build, Mega Bloks, Eevee. Here's Pikachu. You do a big Pokemon. I wonder how big they are. A decent size. It would be like, yeah, again, that would kind of be like almost my whole background for the month, right? Yeah. So let's now we have some ideas, correct? Let's talk about this and let's consider some of these. Excuse me. Oh, let's consider some of these over the next couple of weeks. Like I said, we weren't going to do Legos next week regardless. I want to give it a week or two off, and then we can get one of these and we can start building it maybe by the end of the month. You know, next week, I'm going to have less time than usual because I have to start working on taxes and other things. So, you know, it's all well and good, but we have time to figure it out. All right. And anyone else, if you have a suggestion of one for me to get, let me know and we'll go from there. People are already saying in chat, now someone's going to gift this to you. Well, I'm just going to say this up front. Don't just get me something. Please don't. All right? If you're interested, contact me first. You could email me. You could DM me on X. Let's talk about it first. I hate it when people just send me stuff. I don't agree to it. And then it shows up at the house. Most of the time I throw it out. I'm not going to trust it, you know? It has to be something that we're talking about together and I know what's going on. Please don't just start, oh, he said he wanted it. I'll buy it and send it to him. No. All right, don't do that. Let's talk, okay? But I'm not saying that. I'm saying, hey, I'm going to invest in this. We had a great several streams doing the succulent, and I'd like to buy one and do the next one in a couple of weeks here, okay? Stone Cold Chud says, well, I'm canceling the Death Star order. Dude, because I didn't like it. I didn't like the Death Star. Cancel it right now. Okay. Now. Scared me. Now, there's another thing that we have to consider, that we have to talk about today. But before we do that, I want to do a couple of quick shout outs because we have some contributions that have come in that I've ignored. And I want to do these shout outs. All right. So first off, I received a $6.14 tip. So someone says, I want to start the festivities with this dono. I sent you a second email. Oh, I didn't see any email. Maybe it's got to be in my junk then. All right, I don't even know what this guy's talking about. I didn't see any email from this person. So whoever this is, thank you for the $6.14 tip. Later today, I'll have to check my junk emails. Actually, tomorrow's my day off too, so I'll have some time to try to catch up on. So this week has been crazy. There was behind the scenes stuff going on. I told you personal stuff that totally threw me for a loop, that had me all messed up in my head, in my time, everything. And I'm trying to catch up now. And I know some people are like, well, he didn't respond. Did he read this? I'm sorry. I'll do my best. You know, I got people now contacting me to be on Smart Guys as a host and stuff. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna do my best to try to get back on track and get caught up over the weekend. Okay, so thank you for the tip. I will now that I know that you sent me, now that I know that you sent me something, I'll have to check. Fair enough. Okay, thank you and sorry about that. Did I play the animation? I'll play it again. Is it playing? It is. My page is glitched and not displaying it, but it played anyway. All right, whatever. All right, so thank you for that. Thank you for the first tip of the day. Okay. Okay. All right, we've got Walk Warrior. 12 months as a member, and he says, here's to 1 year of meaningful content. Thanks. Thank you, Walk Warrior, for your support. Appreciate you. All right. And Kev92 with a €5 super chat, our first super chat of the day. Says, I like you, Ash and Steven, but here's some cash since Cryberry Warski said I shouldn't give you any. At least Phil can speak clearly and keeps a schedule. I have no idea what you're talking about, but thank you for the super chat and for the support. Yes, I'm maintaining the schedule. Next week we'll have a couple streams I have to skip, but I'll put it in the schedule so you'll know that. Okay? Old Ugly Bastard with a $5 super chat says, I love the Suikoden playthrough. Or excuse me, I love the Suikoden gameplay. Can't attend the live show, but I'm there in spirit. I'm glad that the drama is over. Me too. I'd much rather do fun, positive, meaningful streams for my audience who come here to hang out with me and have a good time than have to sit around drama, and people trying to pull me in the drama I don't want to be involved in, but then they say, oh, you're supposed to because this happened and you owe me and this and that. And I'm like, fuck. Fuck this. Fuck all this. I'm done with that crap. Okay, so thank you very much, Old Ugly Bastard, for the super chat. Exactly. Third path. Path of the sellout, path of the drama queen, path of the real person. There you go. All right, so here's the deal. All right, today, we're going to talk about this in a second, the goals and stuff and what the reward will be, because we need to figure this out. Today, it's going to be Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, continuing on the first stream after this podcast ends. And it's going to be a chill stream because we're still exploring Honolulu. It's the open world map. And it's going to be fun. And I hope that you'll join me and hang out with me as we beat up enemies and we recruit pirates and we do bounties and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a good stream. Okay? Tonight, it's Friday Night Fights, more classic retro throwback Street Fighter with people who are good, who are going to beat my ass. The difference is this week I'm going to try to actually get settings set right. Last week I had it on 4K resolution. I had it on the wrong input delay, so it was all messed up. This week I'm going to try to at least have it be an even playing field. I don't think I'm going to win more. I'm going to be honest. Like last week I went like 40-2. Maybe this week I'll go 39-3. Okay, we'll see. But it's still going to be a fun time. People actually really liked the stream last week because they were like, oh, so you're not just beating up randoms on the internet? You know these people? Yeah. I used to hang out with these people. These are people who I played with competitively on teams and traveled the country with. And it's really cool to be playing games with them again so many years later. So tonight, I think I'm going to be playing against one person in the 30th anniversary collection, a variety of games. And I think I'm going to be playing two different people in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Okay? So hopefully you guys will join us tonight for Friday Night Fights. It's going to be a great time. Okay? I'm off on Saturday. On Sunday, I actually have the schedule right here. I don't know why I didn't open this up for you guys. Here we go. On Sunday, it's going to be Suikoden 1 remake again, and then Avowed. Yes, another Avowed stream. Like literally every Avowed stream we're doing seems to work out well. So we're just going to play it again and see what happens. The thing is, I never get to play it much because I'm always doing a million other things. Like this week, since I got to take some streams off, means I'm probably not playing Avowed again this week. Just the once. Okay? Monday, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Now we have all the Ninja Turtles content unlocked, so we can run around as Master Splinter and turn people into giant piles of mutagen. And we can run around beating the shit out of people with nunchucks. Next we're trying to unlock the katana. So we're doing crazy stuff. It's been fun. And I can't wait to play again. And then Monday night, Indies night, we're going to finish up that game Kiosk that we played the other day. That was quite neat. And then we're going to probably start a new indie game. All right. And then Tuesday, as you can see, well, first of all, it glitched. What the hell happened there? That's weird that it glitched when I was doing the screenshot. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, Marathon. I screwed the whole thing up. I got to fix this tonight. Yeah, marathon. It's not a marathon. I don't know why it says marathon. It's just a regular stream. And then no late stream on Tuesday night. Because that's when I got to start working on stuff behind the scenes, personal stuff. Okay? And then I'll still be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but probably Wednesday might also only be a day stream. But Thursday will be a full day of streaming with smart guys, and then Friday I'll be here too. Now, as for new game releases, great. I deleted it. Guess what I did? I deleted the game release schedule. What happened was my entire desktop was full of icons that I didn't want. So I was like, oh, I'll just delete all these. And I started deleting them, and I deleted the gaming release schedule. I think next week is Assassin's Creed Shadows. Is it not? I think AC Shadows is like Thursday of next week. And I told you guys I am going to cover it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Ubisoft Plus subscription. And I'm going to get it that way. How do I get to just the desktop on this computer? Do I still have it on this computer? No. Nope. Damn it. I fucked up. At one point. Oh, really? Darziak says if you just open Notepad, it might still be there. Oh, crap. I hope so. That would be great. That'd be great if it's not just gone. Oh. Ah! Nice! Good call. I'm saving this. File save. There it is. Okay, it's good. Okay. Thank you. So, yeah, I knew it. So Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out on March 20th. So that is what? Next Thursday? So I'm going to get Ubisoft Plus, and I'm going to get it through there. So that way, or is it Plus, right? Or whatever the subscription service is. That way I don't have to pay for the whole game outright. And we're going to try it out. And we're going to see if it's any good. All right? So, yeah. So under, over this week, we're going to be still playing Like a Dragon. We're still going to be playing Suikoden. Okay? We'll do a little bit of Avowed. We'll do some Call of Duty stuff. But then we're going to start with Assassin's Creed on that Thursday and see if it's any good. We'll probably end up playing it a couple of days. And then decide, hey, is this good and we want to keep going? Or is this a dumpster fire and we don't ever want to play it ever again? So that's going to start then. And of course, a week after that is Atomfall. And I'm actually really excited for Atomfall. So hopefully you guys join me for that. Okay, cool. Crisis averted. There you go. Now we know what's going on. Sweet. And I got my game release schedule back. So shout out to Darziak for that. He saved the day there. Okay, cool. All right. So before we start talking about the next DSP Tries It reward, which is the next big topic we need to figure out, we got more shout outs to do. Okay? So we have Abby Richards with the $2 super chat talking about this weird thing on the internet that I don't care about, but thank you for the $2 super chat. We've got Fluffy Kitties with a $2 super chat. Can I ask or suggest something without getting hated on? I mean, you can ask, but I don't know if I'm going to hate on you or not for it. Depends on if it's what it is. Can't make those kind of promises around here. Come on. Gabriella with a $5 super chat says, hello. Well, hello to you, Gabriella, and thank you for the $5 super chat. And Fluffy Kitties did another $5 super chat and says, if chat is supposed to hit goals, there's no goals for chat. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Shouldn't we see the tips? You can make it anonymous. Otherwise, you can be hiding tips from the total right. Hold on. So, I'm going to try to figure this out, decipher it. I think what you're saying is, when people contribute via the chat, meaning super chats, or memberships, or subs over on Kick, we can see it. It's physically in the chat. So because of that, you know those contributions are real. Okay? When someone tips, it's via PayPal. And since because it's via PayPal, you don't see it coming in, and therefore, there's really no confirmation that the contribution is real. Meaning I could literally be lying about every single tip that has ever come in on my stream. That's correct. And is there a point? Why do you actually need to know the exact dollar amount that I'm making on every stream? Does it actually matter? To me, it does, because I'm the one who's making it. I'm the one who makes a livelihood on this. Does it matter to you? No. And if it does, it shouldn't, because it's none of your business. Quite frankly, all right? It's just not. It's none of your business, all right? Now, if we actually want to talk brass tacks about it, meaning let's talk turkey beef for real about it, I can't automate tips. Why? Because several years ago, actually at this point, holy crap, at this point, it was almost 5 years ago, okay? Or 4 years ago. My detractors went on an internet campaign where they went literally from service to service to service to service that I was using for anything. We're talking every partnership, every tie-in, every pop-up, the merch company I was working with, all of it. They created a package of targeted hate towards me, which featured out of context clips, things from literally a decade before, some of the worst moments of my history. And they acted like that was me today. And they sent it to all of these services and said, hey, Phil's a scumbag. He's a bigot. He's a sexist. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. And here's all the evidence. Look, he has a website called thekingofhate.com. What a hateful person he is. Here's a clip of him in 2010 making a bad joke. And they sent it to all of the companies. And the problem was at that time, about 4 or 5 years ago, all the companies were becoming woke. Every single one decided we want to go liberal. So we got to make sure that if we're going to be front-facing, we support everything, all this liberal progressive policies, we can't have anyone who's problematic or who could be accused of being problematic as part of these companies. So they literally canceled me from pretty much all of these kind of services. No exaggeration. I want you to think about this. In 2017, Teespring, which is now called Spring, came to me, knowing who I was, knew my history and all of that, and said, we like you as a creator. We want to make merch for you. So they designed my first merchandise for me. I didn't even do it. They made it and started selling it and profiting from it. Years later, they go woke and say, we've decided now you're too risque for our content, and they close my store. You opened the store. I didn't even do it. You opened the store and then you closed it 4 years later. Nothing's changed. In fact, I've become a better person, a much calmer person. I'm not the old school drama guy anymore. We all know this, right? People give me shit for it now. So what gives, right? So basically, all of this stuff, okay, happened, and the services that I would have used to automate things like getting a tip and have a tip message pop up or whatever, I've been banned from. None of these payment processing services will work with me because in 2020 or 2021 or whatever it was, these idiots sent them these hate packages. They said, oh, we can't deal with him. We're too woke now. So they closed everything, okay? So I can't. I as you can see, I've automated what I can automate. I cannot automate tips. Okay. And some people said, did you ever try appealing it? Oh, yes. When it happened, I contacted these companies and I said, what are you talking about? Why would you close it? Why would you ban me? And they all said, oh, well, there's a violation of our policies. What policies? What violation? And they all said either we don't have to respond or they ghosted me. Literally, those are the two responses. Either no answer or we don't have to respond legally. Too bad. Goodbye. And that was it. So there's nothing I could do about it. All right. I can't fix that. There's nothing I can do. These companies won't do it. Right. So it is what it is. That's why as people send me, tip contributions, it goes through the PayPal account and it goes direct to my email and stuff like that. And I shout it out manually. There's no way to automate that stuff. Okay. Okay. All right. Continuing on. So Fluffy Kitties did another $5 super chat. Our goal to hit goals to get rewards, like marathon and food. Transparency is all I'm asking, man. I specified anonymous. I like clear goals. So if you have an issue with this, the fact that I didn't even make this decision, but I've been forced into it by my trolls, okay? If you have an issue with that, you can contribute in another way. You don't have to tip. You can do a super chat. You can become a member. You can gift memberships. You can gift subs. You can be a sub. That's why I have like a million ways that you could support the streams. But there's no way that I could ever be transparent about tips because I would have to be doxing people, which I'm not going to do, right? What do you want me to do? Show you every email on screen that I get from PayPal saying, hey, someone sent you money. I'm not going to do that. I don't even know what you're getting at here at this point. Okay. Okay. All right. So now let's get to the subject at hand. All right. The subject at hand is the next reward for when we hit 70 goals. All right. And the goal for today. So the next reward when we hit 70 goals will be the return of a classic DSP Tries It. We haven't done one now since the pizza party, which is, at this point, a week and a half ago. This will be 2 weeks now, basically, when we probably hit it. But what will it be? All right. I need to know if you guys are aware of anything new going on in the realm of fast food. All right. Going on in the cuisine of speed. The cuisine of speed. So what do you guys know of? Anything good going on that I need to know about? One person has already sent me one idea, and I'll share it with you right now. Okay? Okay. So this is an idea. I'm not saying we have to do it, but it is an idea because I haven't done this in a long time. Firehouse Subs is doing a new line of subs based on the Hot Ones hot sauce and internet show. So they got zesty garlic and spicy dill hook and ladder sandwiches with the Hot Ones hot sauces on them. Okay? That's an idea. That's something new. They haven't had this yet. It's a different combination of stuff. All right. That's one that I'm now aware of. Does anyone know of anything else that's going on right now? Taco Bell has new sliders. Again with the Taco Bell, huh? Let's look. Caliente chicken menu from Cantina. I don't see any sliders. It looks like they're doing a caliente chicken menu, which is not very interesting. They already had that stuff. Panda Express has something new. We already were thinking of Panda Express many weeks ago. We just never did it. Oh, what the hell? Let's see. Firecracker steak and shrimp. Firecracker steak and shrimp. 2 decadent flavors in one bite. Try this dish. Choose your meal type. You can make a bowl, a plate with one side and 2 entrees, a balanced protein plate, a bigger plate. I'm guessing it's just a mix of veggies with steak and shrimp all made together with like a spicy sauce. That's what it looks like, right? That's what it looks like. So that's a possibility. I would say firecracker steak and shrimp from Panda Express, or I would say that new Firehouse sub. Now, keep in mind, this is all subject to what's actually in an online menu that you can order. So since we're saying this, I might as well take a quick look and see if this stuff is actually available. So here's Firehouse subs. They do have it. The Hot Ones menu is on for delivery at Firehouse Subs. Limited time. Let's look at Panda Express. Yes, they have it. It's there for as well. So both of us are, so the Hot One sandwiches and the Firecracker steak and shrimp at Panda Express, they're both available. So that's 2 right there. 2 ideas. Okay? Any other suggestions? Anything else you guys can think of that would work, that you would, or something new that you'd like to see for DSP Tries It? Doesn't look like there's anything new at McDonald's. Nothing currently at Burger King at all that I can see. Wendy's is the official hamburger of March Madness, but nothing new. All they have is that Thin Mints Frosty that we had talked about weeks ago. Okay. See here. This is hilarious. This menu doesn't even work. Their menu, I'm a Jack in the Box. It doesn't even work. Nah, they don't have anything. They just have the smashed Jack burgers, which we already tried, and some of the boneless wings. That's it. So Jack in the Box doesn't have jack shit. Okay. Trying to think, what are all the common fast food things? We just did pizza, so we're definitely not doing pizza. All right, that's gonna be a while until we try to do pizza again. Okay. Sadly, there's no Carl's Jr. here because someone said, "What about a hangover burger from Carl's Jr.?" Sadly, it doesn't exist. Okay. We could try to do something more unique and local rather than a fast food chain. So, for example, There's a couple unique places around here that I've been interested in possibly trying out, and they are unique. They are not chains. Like, for example, I'm looking at a local burger place nearby. They do a bunch of different burgers: mushroom burger, California burger, fish burger, the big cheese, a chicken teriyaki burger. They do all this stuff. A halibut burger. The heck? And then they actually have like sides and stuff too. So I could maybe order like 2 burgers and a side from a place like that, because that's more local and that's not a chain. Okay. But then that kind of undermines some of the idea of DSP tries it, because the whole idea is that it's supposed to kind of be something that's available to you. So if you see me try it and it's good, you want to go try it yourself, you can. But we have done it. For example, last year we did Katsu Burger. Remember Katsu Burger? That worked out really well. We had the giant Godzilla burger and the other one, and they were really good and unique and tasty, and you guys liked that episode. So we could do something like that too. Okay? Oh man. Kurt Russell says, what about Applebee's or Chili's? Chili's we don't have out here. Applebee's, man. Ugh. Applebee's is not good. They haven't been good in like 20 years. Yeah, the Katsu burger was great. Yes, there are 34 Carl Jr. in Washington, and none of them were within delivery distance of me. So. No, Raising Cane's, I don't think that exists here. I can try. I don't think that exists at all here. Nope. Doesn't exist here. When I search for it, it gives me teriyaki chicken, because that's what we have out here. Asian. Everything is Asian. Asian, constantly. Del Taco? I don't think we have Del Taco, but we do have a place I think is called Taco Time that's supposed to be like a competitor to Taco Bell. Oh my God. The closest Del Taco we have is over 12 miles away. It would take an hour to get it delivered. That food would be ice cold. So I don't think Del Taco is going to work, but there is a Taco Time. And that's a mere 10 minutes away. They have some different stuff. Crisp burrito, crisp taco, soft taco, different kinds of corn chowders, different kinds of burritos, fish taco, a habanero burrito. Yeah, they have different kinds of stuff. So Taco Time, Arctic Circle, never heard of it. We don't have Whataburger. No, we don't. No, no, we don't have Whataburger. We don't have Arctic Circle. I'm searching for these now. Nope. Taco Time is disgusting. I think I've only had it once ever. I think when I first moved here like 11 years ago, I just stopped there and ate there, and it was okay, but I don't really remember what I even did. That wasn't DSP Tries It. I've never been to a Fuddruckers, and there's none out here either. No. Taco Time figured out how to Americanize a taco, and they completely ruined it. Wow. Taco Time shouldn't even be considered food. It's that bad. Damn, guys. Damn, you guys are destroying Taco Time. Is there Skyline Chili? I don't think so. Nope. You know what we have? This could be an interesting one. Okay? Get this. We have a place that sells British meat pies. Yeah, we do. They're relatively new. I'm trying to remember the name. Here it is. Yeah. We have a place that sells meat pies. So what do they have? Guinness Irish stew pie, bangers and mash. What kind of different pies they have? Steak and mushroom, chicken, curry lamb, classic Scottish, Tillamook mac and cheese, shepherd's pie. Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff. They don't have steak and kidney. No, they don't. Some pasties. How about that? I mean, that's completely different. Very unique. I could try a few different things off the menu and see if it's any good. You want to do that? People seem to be excited for this one. Yeah, they got the bangers and mash. Where is the bangers and mash? What does it look like? Two Irish sausages served on a bed of mashed potatoes and gravy topped with caramelized onions. That looks so weird. Oh, no. Dude, that looks so weird. Bangers and mash looks really bizarre, man. Oh, it looks like they're like shriveled, ugh. Bangers and mash. Oh my God, the bangers and mash are like way expensive. They must be like huge sausages. Yeah. Uh, well, that's an idea. So what do we have so far? We have the new Hot Ones Firehouse subs. We have the new Firecracker Steak and Shrimp at Panda Express. We have a local burger place that does unique burgers that I could try. Or we got a local meat pie place that makes meat pies, and we could try that. Okay? Those are our let's talk about it. We don't have to come to determination today, but considering the fact that we are hitting our goals and, advancing here, I think that we have to come to a determination soon. So we all know what we're working toward. What do you guys think? Out of those, what sounds good? Bubble and squeak is considered fried mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah. Everyone's got a different opinion here. Oh, also Taco Time. I would be down to try some stuff from Taco Time because I haven't had them. Okay. Maybe we could do meat pies for St. Patty's Day. But meat pies are Scottish, not Irish. Right? Am I wrong there? What's up, Usagi Jojo? How you doing? I'm trying to figure this out, but everyone's saying something different. They have a Guinness pie. Yeah, they have a Guinness pie. I guess it's made with actual Guinness beer in it. That's why they call it the Guinness pie. They have that. Tried the meat pies. Guinness is actually Irish. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, let me think about this. What's today? Today's the 14th. 17th is Monday. Could we do it? I mean, could we really realistically hit it by Monday? I don't think so. Because we got 2 goals for today, 2 goals for Sunday. That's 4. That would get to 67. Yeah, I don't think we would make it by Monday. Unless we get like insane amounts of support. I don't think there's a possibility we could hit the goals by St. Patrick's Day. Today's International Pi Day, so it's fake. Oh, because it's 314, 3.14. Okay. What do you think? All right. So I would say, meat pie sounds good. Something unique. All right. I mean, any of these ideas, like for example, the firehouse subs I know I like. Now having a firehouse sub that has a variety of ingredients with hot sauce sounds good. I think that would be a good one. The firecracker steak and shrimp from Panda Express is like hit or miss for me. Like Panda Express, I don't think is going to be very good, to be honest, but maybe it would be. I don't know. Okay. Taco Time is a big question mark because I've only had them once. I don't remember them. A local burger place that makes gourmet burgers, who knows? It could be great like Katsu Burger was, or it could end up sucking and it's not good. And the same thing with these meat pies. They could be great, they could suck. I don't know. It's taking a shot, right? Taking a chance. I received a $5.66 tip. Meat pies, bro. They're sweet. Have a beer at the ready. You can say my name. This is Nocturnus. All right, thank you, Nocturnus, for a $5.66 tip. I appreciate that. Trying to get my animations to load so I can play you one. Here we go. Thank you, Nocturnus, for that. So what are we up to? Guys, we're up to $40 of support. We got about 20 minutes left on the podcast. Guys, let's hit these goals. Let's hit it right now. All right? Let's get to our goal for the day, and let's determine what we want to do. Do we want to do these meat pies? I'm okay with that. That sounds good to me. That sounds great to me. Meat pie. If that's what you want to do, try something different. But, I mean, we would really have to push. Like, people are saying, if you do meat pies, do it Monday for St. Patrick's Day. We would have to really push hard. And then everyone's going to say, Phil, why are you pushing? Why are you asking for so much? Why? We'd have to hit 7 goals between today and Sunday to make this happen for Monday. You understand that, right? 7 goals. All right, let's do it. Meat pies, maybe bangers and mash, whatever. All right, let's do it. Meat pies. So let's get going right now. Let's start hitting these goals. Let's do it. Who's going to be the first? We have no subs today on Kick. Who's going to be the first sub on Kick today? We have no members on YouTube. Who's going to be the first member? Who's going to drop a $50 contribution right now to skyrocket us forward with these goals? Who's going to do it? Let's do it. Don't you want to see me stuff my face with a greasy meat pie? Don't you want to see the bangers and the mash? Don't you want to see the chicken and the beef and the steak? What's going on, Game Boy? How are you? Well, all right. Anyway, let's see what happens by the end of the show. I certainly hope that you guys will stick around after the show for Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which has been great to this point. All right. And then tonight also for Friday Night Fights. So the determinations we've come to today. Number 1, some different Lego ideas. One is the Lego Piranha Plant. One is that Lego T-Rex that transforms also into a Triceratops and a Pterodactyl. Or perhaps a much bigger one like the Super Mario World Lego that you can crank it and it actually moves and stuff, which would be really cool for the background. I would say those are like probably the 3 biggest ones I have interest in. Okay. As for the DSP Tries It reward, meat pies. Sounds good. Okay. It doesn't work. Nocturus says he was trying to give memberships on YouTube and it doesn't seem to work for him. Well, you could always try something else. You could try Kick. If you're on Kick, you could get the sub. You could do a tip. Use the tips link. You could send a tip. There's a lot of different things you can do. All right. I shouted out every tip I've received because someone said, "Did you just get a tip?" I shouted out all my tips. Anything that's coming in, I shout out as soon as I see it, and there's nothing sitting there. So, okay. All right. So, we got a little bit of extra time. If you guys want to talk or talk about anything, just tag me in the chat, either chat. We'll have a little bit of Q&A at the end of the show here to wrap it up before we jump into Pirate Yakuza, okay? So what's on everyone's mind? Thank you, Jalen. I appreciate that. He complimented me. Appreciate that. No, I've not played Pokemon Go since 2017. No, 2016. 2017, whenever. One of those years. I haven't played it in, like, that long. Mike Dutch says, I'm excited to watch you play Yakuza. I bought the game because I'm watching you play it. Awesome. I'm liking the open world exploration, the fun of recruiting, the side quests is all very fun. That's what we're going to do more of today. No, I've never been to an NBA game. No, I have not. No Dark Souls 2 modded playthrough anytime soon. We will do one eventually, but not when we're in the midst of these other games and releases. Will I react to the Silent Hill F trailer? If you would like me to. I obviously I've been so backed up this week because of the nonsense going on. Today was the first day that I got to, like, sit down and have a normal stream. So I wanted to get this stuff out of the way that we needed to talk about together first. But yeah, like, for example, when I come back on Sunday, that could be one of the topics we do. I could watch the trailer and react and see what you guys think. No, I don't watch NBA, Fluffy Kitties. I really don't know anything about it. Narwhal Gaming, I have zero fear of anything. Zero. Absolutely zero fear of anything. So you don't have to worry about that. If I missed breakfast yesterday morning, how would I feel? Hungry. Have I ever been to WrestleMania? Yes, once, over a decade ago. Went in person with John Rambo. It was the first WrestleMania where The Rock and Cena faced off in the main event, and they were like, "Oh, it'll never happen again," and then they did exactly the same thing the year after. Hilarious. And it was an all right time. Like, it was cool to see it in person. There were some great matches, like the CM Punk Undertaker match was amazing, but it was expensive. It was stressful. It was time consuming. I don't know if I would ever go again, but I did. It was a nice thing to do at least once. Would I consider building a birdhouse out of wood? Why? Why would I do that? Did I play any sports growing up? Nothing. Nothing seriously. No. Thoughts on WWE doing more international shows? Cool. Usually, when WWE does an international show, they have a big fight feel. They're in a bigger arena. The crowds are hotter because they don't always go there. So the international shows usually end up feeling special. So Kat is good. She's at home today. She's got a day off. She's relaxing. And it's good after, a week of work. It's all stressful and everything. It's good to have, a nice weekend off. What's one thing I would change about WWE? The music. It's terrible. Both the Raw and SmackDown theme songs are atrocious. They hurt my ears. Half the themes now that these people come out to are garbage. Mumble rap or squeaker rap. It's either or it's crap. It's not music. Change that shit. There you go. How are my knees holding up in my 40s? They're good now. My knees actually used to give me problems, but since I lost all that weight, I'm good. I told you I weigh around 190 now. I haven't weighed myself in a few weeks, but last time I weighed myself, I think I was like 192, and I'm feeling good because of that. I don't have all that excess weight. But when I was big, man, my knees killed me. I told you once I was just getting out of my car for my old office job, and I put my leg down and stood up, and my whole knee popped. And I was like, oh, it hurt so bad because there's too much weight. There's a Lego world map set that's like giant. That's cool. I don't have a favorite protein. I'm the kind of guy, all right? I like variety and I like alternation. I don't like to focus in on only one thing and say that's my favorite. Because in truth, anything that I have too much, I get bored of. It also goes for my content. If I play too much of one kind of game or one game just feels way too long, I lose interest. I like variety and bouncing between things so everything feels fresh. That's correct. Gar says your knees weren't killing you. You were actually killing your knees. You're right. You're right. I've been there, done that, and I've learned I don't ever want to go back to being that, and I'm going to do my best not to. Like, for example, one thing that I was doing like every night after my late stream, I would go eat like a late night snack. And I say snack, I mean like a meal. Like I would have a sandwich with a side, um, you know, pizza, that we baked in the oven, or, fast something so quick that you make in like the microwave, that kind of stuff. And it was like a third meal. So because of that, basically I would be like, adding so many calories. And when you eat at night, your body doesn't process it. That just goes right onto your body. So now I barely ever do that. If I do, I usually have just something quick and more healthy. And it's paid dividends in the last 2 years and stuff that I've changed that lifestyle. Dude, I've lost a ton of weight and I'm feeling better. I'm feeling healthier. I'm feeling lighter. How tall am I? I'm 5'11". What is my favorite music genre? I don't have one because I don't really actively listen to music. If I'm just want to like listen to something when I'm driving around on my day off, I turn on one of a few different YouTube channels that just plays like old school video game music, and I just listen to that, and I just relax to it. Are there any foods I won't eat or am allergic to? Not to my knowledge. I don't think I've ever eaten something and had like a reaction or anything like that. A weird thing when I was a kid, and I used to eat candy that had like a sour taste to it, like Smarties or uh sweet tarts or things like that. My face would get really red and flush. And my mom would say, "Oh my God, it looks like you're having an allergic reaction. Are you okay? Can you breathe?" I was like, "Yeah." And then she'd be like, "Yeah, but your face is really red." And I'd be like, That's it, I guess. Nothing else is happening." And we actually went to the doctor and they tested it. And he was like, "Yeah, it's just a weird reaction his skin and face has, but it's not, you don't have to worry about, it looks like nothing past that." Taco time would be my allergy food. Ha. That's funny. Would I ever do a Star Trek model kit as a build? Maybe. That'd be cool. I like the USS Enterprise because I like that. I like Next Generation is my favorite. Am I going to stream the Switch 2 full reveal in 2 weeks? It's on at 6 a.m. No, I'll be asleep. I'll be asleep at 6 a.m. I'm not going to be watching it live. I may watch highlights of it. We may get caught up with the stories from it, but I'm not going to be watching it live. No. At what age did I reach my height of growth? My height of growth? Oh, pretty young for me. Like, I recall probably my early to mid-teen years, I was pretty tall pretty early on. I also was growing facial hair before, like, everyone in school. I had like a mustache going, and no one else was growing any facial hair. They all stared at me. I'm like, "I don't know. It's probably just over testosterone, man. Too much. Too manly. What can I say?" My current favorite WWE song? Oh, man. From all the ones that I've heard over the last few months, I mean, of course, you would argue CM Punk because he has Cult of Personality. That's actually a good song outside of it being a wrestling theme song. But if you're talking just pure wrestling theme songs, like Roman Reigns' theme is insanely epic and awesome, right? Whenever he comes out, like, oh my God, they totally blew him up to be like the biggest thing in wrestling with that theme. It's crazy. I received an $8 tip. He says, recently Keemstar says anyone who's on the internet is fair game for negative and positive comments. With only you deciding to bring cat on your streams and people criticizing, do you blame yourself or not? And what are you saying? There is a difference between comments on someone or attacks on someone. Do you get it? You see the difference? You can make a comment and you can be respectful, or you can be completely disrespectful. It's a matter of respect is my issue. The issue is not the comment, the issue is the respect. And there's absolutely no reason to just blatantly disrespect someone out of nowhere who hasn't disrespected you or in some way affected you in a negative way. Now, some people do that stuff to get a rise, and some people do that stuff to get attention, and some people do that stuff to try to content farm. But I'm not cool with that. You know, if you take a look at the people who I've, criticized or taken jabs at over the years, usually, not always, usually it's someone who's either done something to me first or who I feel is actually doing something harmful. Okay. Sure, Mr. Beast has never done anything negative to me, but I genuinely feel that the kind of content that he makes is predatory towards children. I feel that's harmful to society as a whole, and I should call that out. And I have the right to do that. You see? Usually, I'm not just going to go out of my way to target someone who I've never heard of and have no problems with and just start being negative and toxic, right? So that's what I mean. Sure, if you're on the internet in any public capacity, all right, you're putting yourself out there, right? People can see, people can comment. But the difference is there's a comment and then there's an attack and then there's just being ridiculously disrespectful and unfair for the sake of your personal gain. And that's what I'm not okay with. Does that make sense? I hope so. I got a dollar tip. Did you ever consider using AI to make music? I'm not going to be using AI to do it to make music or nothing, but some people have made songs and things with AI for me. I'm fairly certain that the voices singing in my intro to this podcast are not a real group of musical singers that were contracted to sing the song. Just saying. How about a Karate Kid Cobra Kai element in Call of Duty? I mean, I wouldn't put that past them to do it, but what would they do besides skins? Because, like, it's just karate, right? So I don't know how they would implement that. Like, Ninja Turtles works because you could have all the weapons, right? And then you could have like Terminator themed gun. I guess you could do themed guns, but it's weird because karate doesn't use guns, you know? I don't know. What's up, Rebel Scum this? How you doing? Oh, let's see here. I received a $2 tip from Flatman B. Meat pies will be epic. Help it solo for now on. Huh? It sounds like he's combining two completely different thoughts. Meat pies will be epic. Stop. Just help it solo for now on. I think he means to say just do the show of Smart Guy solo from now on. Maybe a guest host here and there, but this will save you a lot of time and drama since you're not going to sabotage yourself. No, let me tell you something. Last night, doing Smart Guys was actually very, very stress-free. It really was. Like, I got to pilot the ship myself. That means all the stuff, I controlled the show. All the tech was me, and therefore it went smoothly. You noticed that, right? How smooth the show went? Zero issues. I'm not relying on someone else showing up on time, on someone else, having their fucking stuff working and all this bullshit. So I received a $2 tip. It was confirmed today. Five Nights at Freddy's will be in Dead by Daylight this summer. Well, there you go. You're going to have Freddy Fazbear and his robotic friends chasing you around the world of Dead by Daylight this summertime. They seem to get every single horror tie-in, do they not? Someone actually made a good point. They said, so basically Dead by Daylight is the Fortnite of horror. They get every single IP in there somehow. Yeah, I think it's true. It's a good comparison. All the retides, Brock Lesnar and CM Punk never cross-fought in UFC, so I don't know what you're talking about. Spawn Killer says, why'd you stop using the other intro song someone did for me? Which one? Which intro song? I've had tons over the years, so I don't know which one you're talking about. Triple L, I disagree. Triple L says, I believe you would have been one of the first million subscriber YouTubers back in the day if the troll didn't ruin your channel. It's messed up that they did that to you. I never would have hit a million subs back in the day because back in the day, I uploaded an insane amount of videos in a day. In one day, keep in mind, it was 10-minute long videos. That was the limit. You couldn't go past 10 minutes. So in one day, I would sit here making 7-8 hours of gameplay content. Okay. And that would be how many videos? 6 videos per hour. So it's 40 to 50 videos a day. People were like, we love the amount of content you put out, but we can't actively subscribe to your channel because you flood our inboxes and then we can't use it for anything else. All we see are your videos every day. And I said, well, that's not a me problem. That's a YouTube problem, right? That's YouTube's fault, not mine, but it didn't matter. So even though I only had like 150,000 subs, I was bringing in ridiculous amounts of views in a day. Insane. One month I had something like over 20. I think my peak, I want to say, was 20 million views in a month. I did once. Now I don't get 1 million views in a month. I get like 500,000, but a lot of things have changed since back in the day, particularly my upload style, obviously the amount of views on a video, tons, right? But no, like I was getting more views than people who had 1 million subs. I was literally on a daily basis bringing in more daily views on DSP Gaming than 1 million sub YouTuber was. But I didn't have 1 million subs. I had like 100,000 because people didn't want to subscribe to the channel because of their inboxes being flooded. So the funny part about it was everyone judged channels based on subs, not on views. So you're like, oh, this guy's got 1 million subs. Send them an opportunity. Do this for them. Kiss their butt. Mention them in this. And I would always be passed over because I was the guy who only had 100,000 subs, but I was bringing in, multiples of views of these other YouTubers. What Lego said in my building next, we talked about it. It's going to be something like the piranha plant or this T-Rex dinosaur that also can be a Triceratops and a pterodactyl, or the Super Mario World one with like Mario and Yoshi. It's going to be something like that. And we'll continue to talk about it over the next week or two, and then I'll eventually order one. Because we're not going to do it this week anyway. We're taking definitely at least 1 week off from Lego building. I haven't seen the Silent Hill F trailer yet. Someone literally just asked me would I react to it, and I said, yeah, maybe we'll do it Sunday. Do I miss the old style of filling, i.e. with a camcorder, because it felt more personal? Actually, all right. So the cool thing about that was I didn't need to have any kind of crazy in-depth knowledge of technology at all. It was like a normal dude wants to play a game, hook it up, press record, talk, go, right? Today, I need to have all of this knowledge of tech to get anything to work. I need to have, how does the gaming rig work? How does the capture PC work? How does the streaming setup work? What are the qualities? How do you do that? Where do you save it? What's the file type? How do you upload? Like, I wanted it, when I got this streaming PC, I wanted to do stuff differently. I wanted to use the best encoding possible. I can't because YouTube won't work with it right. YouTube just decided this doesn't work. The videos would get stuck in processing repeatedly. I was like, well, I guess I got to use one step down then because YouTube doesn't even, it's not even caught up to the standard yet. But that's what I mean. How would you know that? And you need no knowledge of any of that if you're just using a camcorder. You just, oh, I need a console. Okay, buy the console. Hook it up to your TV. Plug it, put the camcorder or a camera on a tripod. Put in a memory card. Record. Done. Pretty simple. So, yeah. And it felt more casualized. Like, it didn't feel professional ever. It just felt like I was shooting the shit with a friend, or I was just playing a game, casually having fun. Now it's like professional setup. Here's my schedule. Starts at this time. Must have all things working. Set up the backdrop. Set up the lighting. Set up the template. Is the camera working? Is the mic working? Is the lighting right? Is the screen on? Is this go? Okay, here we go. Start the stream. Do the intro. Do the music. It was nothing like that. It was like, I want to play a game. Here we go. Record, play. Done recording, upload, done. Very different feeling. There were pros and cons. There were pros and there were cons to it. But we've talked about these a lot. I don't really want to go into massive detail today because we're at the end of the show. By the way, guys, thank you for getting me 1/3 of the way to the goal. But let's hit the goal on this stream. People say they want the meat pies to be the reward for DSP Tries It, which I'm okay with. But we got to get these goals going then. All right, we're at 52 out of 150. Let's get some support. We have no support so far from Kick today at all. Let's get some Kick support on this stream. All right, let's hit it. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. Oh, man. All right, I think it's time to end the show. Let's wrap it up so we can start with Pirate Yakuza. I want to get a good amount of gameplay in today, a good amount of progress. Thank you all for chilling. Thank you all for your support early on. Thanks for the help figuring out things like the Lego set and DSP Tries It. That was a lot of help. I really appreciate that. Okay? Okay. Thank you guys very, very much. I appreciate you. Let's adjourn for today. But ladies and gentlemen, all right, I will be back on Sunday, not Saturday. Saturday's my day off. I will be back on Sunday to get all caught up with the news. I'm sure there'll be gaming news to cover. Perhaps I'll react to the Silent Hill trailer, and perhaps we'll do some more. Thank you for a great streaming week. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for everything. See you Sunday. Peace out.